Hello, I am so glad you can join me today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today I'm going to be making a full course meal, and I'm going to show you, but my main thing that I'm going to be making is I'm going to be making some turkey stew. I will be making that, and of course I'm going to make today macaroni and cheese. I have some rice here and some green peas. I'm going to be cooking some rice and peas. I'm going to season up my meat, and this is some fresh herbs and spices that I'm going to be using. And I have some my Barbados seasoning here that I made before. I'm going to leave a link below to show you exactly how to make this seasoning. I'm going to make some macaroni and cheese, but instead of going through the whole process of showing you exactly how to do that, I've already made that on camera, so I'm going to leave the link below so you can see how to make that. I also made rice and peas on camera before. This is brown rice. I'm going to leave a link below so that you can see how I do that. But I'm going to go through the steps of making the stew turkey, and you will see how to make that. I'm going to make this Bajan style, and the reason I said Bajan style, Bajan meaning Barbados, is because Bajans, or I should say the Caribbean people, they love to use a lot of herbs and spices when they're cooking. There's no just black pepper and salt here. There's lots of herbs and spices, and I'm going to show you exactly how that is done. So stay tuned if you want to see that. Okay? Before I get started, I have to ask you guys, how do you like my hair? I cut my hair. I had a relaxer in my hair before. I took the relaxer out. I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna go natural. I don't want any more relaxer in my hair. But sometimes I go through these stages where I'll say I want to go natural, and then maybe in a few months I change my mind and I'll go back to relaxer. But I think this time I'm just gonna stay natural. So I cut all that perm out of my hair, and it's just, and I'm not sure yet how I like this style. I'm just playing around right now with little styles until I feel comfortable, but this is a new me. Okay, so let's get started on our turkey. So the first thing I have here is a couple pounds of turkey. This turkey is already cleaned. I cleaned it with lime and salt. So now I am going to season it. I think it still have a little liquid in here. I'm going to pour that off. Okay, so now I'm going to season this, and I have here, as I told you before, this is my Bajan seasoning, my Tinaraine seasoning. I made this myself. This is onion, parsley, all kind of herbs is in here, bell peppers, jalapeno peppers, everything, cilantro is in here. Okay, so this is nice right here, nice flavor, and I'm going to throw that in there for now. Here I have some all-purpose seasoning. I'm going to throw some of this in here. I'm going to season up your meat, make it taste nice and tasty. This is some garlic powder, and even though my seasoning have all that stuff, I still like to add some more to it. This is onion powder. I'm going to add some onion powder to it. And then I don't have to add salt, because a lot of this stuff already have salt inside of it. So you have to be careful with your salt intake. So I'm not going to add salt to this because all this stuff has salt. In the end, I taste my food, and if it tastes like it needs some salt, then I'll add some salt to it. Here, this is some brown black pepper. I'm going to add some black pepper to that. And then once I do all of that, I have here some fresh thyme. I'm going to add that in a little bit later. I have over here a bell pepper. I'm going to cut this up in a minute. I have a fresh onion. I have a pot of garlic, some fresh hot pepper. This is some celery right here. I have some scallions and some fresh thyme. And I'm going to cut this up, and off camera I'll come back to you. I'm going to take my hands are nice and clean, and I'm just going to go in here and make sure that this goes all over the meat. Gotta season up your meat good. Make sure everything goes all over. And I'm gonna let it sit here for a few minutes and marinate. You can also, it's better for you if you leave this, if you do this like a day in advance, put in the refrigerator, cover it, put in the refrigerator, and let it sit there and marinate. All those nice flavors go in there, okay? This is not gonna sit that long, but just for a few minutes. So I'm gonna sit this aside, and while that is sitting aside, I'm gonna clean this hand, and then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna cut all this stuff up, and then I'll come back and I will show you the next step. Okay guys, so over here I have everything all chopped up. This is my onion, my celery, my pepper, my scallions, some garlic, and my thyme. And over here my meat is seasoned. So let's go over to the stove so we can get started on making my stew turkey wings. First thing I have here is my pot. And I am going to go ahead and put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. I'm going to go ahead and put about 2 tablespoons of butter in there. And I'm going to let that melt down for a few minutes. And then I'm going to add the garlic to that. Okay, so to my butter and oil, I'm going to start by just adding my garlic right now. So we put our garlic in. Always stand close to your garlic because you don't want your garlic to burn. Okay, so to that I'm going to add my onions and my scallions or chives, whichever you call them, however you call them. And just give this a few minutes in here. We're gonna let all those nice flavors just come out. Alright guys, over here I put this saucepan on. That's just water in there to boil. That's for my macaroni. Now I'm going to put my turkey in. And this bowl right here, I'm going to rinse it out and get a little bit of water that's going to be added to that a little bit later. So I'm not washing that out. I'm just going to rinse it and throw it in here. I'm going to throw my thyme in here. I'm not going to put the celery and the peppers in there as yet. This is a little curry powder. I like to use a little curry powder. So I'm going to put a little curry powder in there. Not too much, just a little bit. Sprinkle in. This is turmeric powder. I like to cook with turmeric. Turmeric is very good for you guys. So you should always keep turmeric in your kitchen. Just add some turmeric to that. Mix it up well. I like to give my meat a color, guys. So this is browning. So I'm just going to add some browning to that. Not too much. You don't want to make it too black, but you want to give it a nice brown. I'm spilling everything, guys. A nice brown color. It's pretty dark right now, but I'm going to add some other stuff to it that's going to lighten it up later, okay? So don't worry about that color, but I like to make it nice and dark. So nice brown color. And that's it for now. So I'm going to, the same bowl that I had the meat in, I just rinsed it out. So this is the water from in there, and I'm going to pour that in there. And I'm going to lower my stove, and I'm just going to leave this here and let it cook. And I will be back as soon as it's all, I will be back in a little while to show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so this is what the turkey looks like. It has been here for a little over an hour, and the thing about turkey is it takes a very long time to cook. So now I add maybe about a couple of tablespoons of ketchup in here. This is one cut up tomato. I'm gonna add that in here. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my peppers and my celery. I'm gonna add a little bit of my Tinaraine pepper sauce. Give it a little bit of kick. Not gonna add a lot because I have a girl here that always complaining, "Mommy, you add too much pepper sauce." So I just add a little bit. She can't complain. And I'm gonna let this boil down, and as soon as everything in here is cooked, the vegetables, then it would be about time for me to take this turkey wing off and enjoy it. Okay guys, so I made a full course meal. Here we go. I made some I made some green peas and rice. Here I have a salad. I have my sweet potato. This is white sweet potato. I made a mac and cheese, a macaroni pie, and some brown stew turkey wings. Looks yummy. It all looks good. So for the green peas and rice, as I said, I'm going to leave a link so you can see how to make that. The mac and cheese, macaroni pie, I would also leave a link for you so you can see how to make that. And you saw how I made this brown stew turkey wings. So of course I like to taste my food for you, so I'm gonna go ahead and taste it and tell you exactly what it tastes like. That's the best part. And of course I have a salad over here. So I'll take a little bit of my rice, just a little bit. I'm gonna use the same spoon over here and take a little bit of turkey on my rice. A little bit of brown stew on my rice. You guys like it when I sing? Just a little bit. Oh, and a little bit of sweet potato too. gotta get your sweet potato. So let me go ahead and taste this for you. I should put some mac and cheese here too, but that's okay. I'll taste this one for you. Guys, I can't help it. I'm a good cook. This is good. I just can't help it. What can I say? This tastes so good. So good. Yes. Your girl could cook. Your girl could cook. Let me taste the meat. May I taste the gravy? Taste the meat. Yes. That is good. It is well seasoned. All those spices and herbs and so that you saw me put in there give it that great flavor. And guess what? I didn't add any salt to it. You didn't see me add any salt because I add those spices which all had salt inside of it. I tasted at the end. I didn't need to add salt, so I didn't add any salt. Just those spices in here, and it tastes delicioso. Guys, let me taste the mac and cheese for you too. Get a clean fork for the mac and cheese. I'm just gonna take a little bit. I just made this because my daughter likes it a lot, but for me, you know, this kind of stuff is fattening, so I try to stay away from it. But my daughter, she likes this, is her favorite food, so I made some for her. So I'm just gonna taste it. She's gonna like that. Just the way she like it, nice and cheesy. She's gonna like that. This is nice. Wish you guys were all here with me and you guys were all able to join me because this is very tasty. Guys, have to swallow first. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I had fun making this, and I hope you have fun making some for your family as well. Don't forget to share the channel, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. And there's that little bell. Just press that little bell, because every time I put a video up, it will notify you that a video is there. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, bye-bye.